We're going down to, I call it the Olive House.
My grandmother keeps her porcelain doll collection, and I see a tiny pale face watching me from the window.
And the house itself is like 50 years old. Do we have like those vampire bats in here?
No.
No. No.
So do you want us to stay? Oh, okay. Oh, whoa, wow. Did you get that on camera?
I don't remember. I mean, it was...
It sounded off. Oh crap, okay. It just did it again. I've never seen that happen. So this is the trail. And a massive camera that we're taking into the woods. So this should be pretty interesting. Looks like a legit cabin in the woods. Wow. That looks so creepy. Okay guys, so we are at the house, the Olive House. It is here in Houston, Texas. This is our grandmother's house. You want to like tell them a little bit about the history of it?
Yeah, we're not exactly sure of the year it was built. I believe though it was in the early 60s, 50s. Our great grandfather built this house. A lot of family has come in and out of this house. A lot of grandkids. I know myself and my family lived here for a little while. My cousin Branden lived here with his family for a while. We've got about 4 different properties that are all connected here, but when our grandmother got sick, she stayed with Brandon's family, and so this just kind of grew out up here.
10-12 years this has just been kind of growing up.
Yeah, I mean, coming back here again, it really is, it is crazy to think. I mean, we used to play this over here, all this area used to be just a yard. I mean, our grandmother's dog was tied up to a tree over there. We would play in the yard. There's a shed over there that you can't see too. We'd play over here. There used to be a big sidewalk. Our grandmother, right behind me, it was where she parked her car. I mean,
it's crazy to see like how much it's transformed over the years
and how quickly it really does happen.
It's been crazy because we've never actually done something like this to the extreme that we're going to do in this video.
Yeah, we came out here a few years back, actually probably close to 10 years ago. We came out here after it started growing up out here, and well, we left real quick because we got a little freaked out.
Yeah. So
we're here to give it a good college try again.
Oh, and where can they follow you? Like, follow your Instagram or whatever, so that way.
Like personally?
Yeah.
Like my business wise?
Your business, personal, whatever. Like,
I mean, if you guys want to give me a follow, I have my own business, but you can always reach me there at Rockin' Llama Co. on Instagram or Rockin' Llama Company on Facebook. But yeah, check it out and shoot me a message.
Sure. We'll put it in the description for you. Anyways, guys, if you guys are ready for this, hit the like button. Make sure to comment below.
I thought there was. I tried to tighten it.
Ah. Okay.
Okay.
Here we
I think
go.
it'd be really cool. Like,
all right.
Hey guys. Okay, so just want to share some creepy events, I would say, that's happened to me. And I mean, in my opinion, they're not too like dramatic or anything. I have to really like remember them. So I'm gonna start with something that had happened in my like teen years, 15-ish. I had a dream that I was walking in the front yard of this house, and I was walking my dog which was really strange because she had passed away several years before. Her name was Taffy, and she was an albino lab. And so it was the middle of the night, and I'm walking my dog in the yard right out here, and I look into the window where my grandmother keeps her porcelain doll collection, and I see a tiny pale face watching me from the window. And I woke up, and you're just like, that's weird. Maybe it was a doll face, whatever. It's a weird dream. But the next day I call my cousin Ashley, who at the time is living here with my grandmother, and her family are living here, and she actually was staying in the doll room. At the time her bedroom was the doll room with all the dolls. And I told her about my dream, and she was like, Kristina, I had a dream that you were walking outside my room, and I was watching you from the window. So we had like this weird joint dream, and I've never heard of anybody else having a joint dream like that. And I don't know if it's like a thing either. I've never really looked into it, but I've had just like trickster things happen. Like I had decorated for Christmas, and I put these tassel garland up on our fireplace, and there were 3 of us sitting in the living room, and all of a sudden it's like somebody grabbed the string, pulled it out, and dropped it, and all the garland all slid down into one place, and we all looked at each other like, what the heck? I immediately moved the garland to another place in the house. I did not want to see that again. And then I don't know if it was before that or after that, I was sitting in the restroom. I have a big bathroom, so I was sitting on the floor doing my makeup, and my mom was sitting on the edge of the tub talking to me, and I felt like something kind of like somebody poked my back, and I thought my husband had gotten home from work. So I looked behind me to be like, hey, and there was nobody there. No one was there at all. So yeah, that creeped me out. But that's my most recent experience, and that was just a few months ago, maybe 3 or 4 months ago.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about some stories that have happened to me. Basically, this all started for me when I was really, really young. I remember waking up yelling my parents' names because I could see faces floating in front of me in the dark. And I've always been afraid of the dark, even before I watched scary movies or anything that could actually make me believe something that isn't real. So I think I was really pure and vulnerable to it as a kid, and it kind of stuck. So then when I started watching scary movies, it really started to make me think a little bit like, okay, they're over exaggerating some of this stuff, but some of that's real, because I've dealt with that, like faucets turning on by themselves. I've had like things move in my room that haven't been touched at all. My shower curtain has flown open while I'm taking a shower. Like just little things like that have really just kind of affected me mentally in this stage. And honestly, I've never ghost hunted before. This is kind of like why this channel is being started, because I feel like if we can catch something genuinely and show it, regardless of whether people think it's real or fake, it's out there and it's off my conscience, like it's there, and you guys can comment and you guys can say what y'all want to say. But at the end of the day, this is fun. I feel like it's going to be a new venture. It's a new journey. And I think this channel is going to be a lot of fun. But going back into like some more ghost stories, I mean, I've had in this house in particular, like I've seen a little girl, and here's a little backstory on this little girl. My cousin Billy and we were out in the woods, and we used to hang out in the woods building forts and stuff, and like, just doing boy stuff. And we chose to dig a hole that day, and the only reason why we were digging that hole was because we were going to trap an animal in it. That was our smart idea of, hey, let's put spikes at the bottom of this hole and let's catch an animal, and we don't know what we're going to do with it after that. basically, that was our idea. And as we're digging, we hit something really hard, and I was like, oh, it's probably a root of a tree or something. So we kept digging, and I finally pulled this thing out of the ground, and it was a stone. Didn't know what it was. It still had mud all over it, and I was like, man, what is this thing? And it didn't look like an actual rock, you know? It looked like a piece of marble. Like, it was weird. We set it up against a tree, and we found a bucket of water, and we just like poured water all over this thing and cleaned it off. And it had engraved in this thing, it was like a gravestone. So this house that we're in right now might actually be an old cemetery. Like old cemetery. Something that has been left behind. We only dug up one, and it had a name on it, Emily. It was a girl's name. Could have been a guy's name, I don't know. But it was a girl's name on the stone, and it had a date on it, and it was like the 1870s to like the 1880s. It was like a 10-year-old girl. And that's what we found. We leaned it up against the tree, and we left it there because we were a little afraid of the fact that we just probably dug up an old body. And then from there, we never went back to see that stone. And ever since we've dug that up, I've seen a little girl walking around in here. I've seen that little girl before digging that stone up. So, I don't know. Maybe there's a girl named Emily in this house. We'll figure it out. I've watched her sit in this kitchen, because my bedroom where I used to sleep was in that back room way back there, which is just the doll room. She would sit on a stool, which is like funny because there's stools right here, and she would sit right there in that doorway, and I would look into this room right here, and I could see a little girl sitting on a stool, and it looks like she had her hair like tied like an old-fashioned girl with like an actual old like prairie dress. It was crazy, like weird looking, and it creeped me out. That was my first experience of like actually seeing her here. I don't feel, I don't feel scared. I just feel like this is happening. Like, we're gonna do this, and I've yet to use any of this equipment, which I kind of want to do like an equipment. Maybe that's what we should do, is like explain the equipment of like what we're gonna do. Are you recording on that one? On that camera?
Yeah, I am.
What I'll do is I'll explain the equipment on this phone. Out of this, but so this is called the ghost detector. So far, I've gotten some pretty cool results. Again, I've never used this in this house, so it's going to be interesting. So this right here is the radar, and the radar actually detects whether or not there's a ghost in this vicinity. So if there is a ghost or spirit or anything in the vicinity of us, it will pop up on this radar and it will beep. Also, it has really creepy music, so I kind of
Stop it right now.
I kind of keep that off.
Not necessary.
Then there's also this touch screen. So this touch screen is specifically like, if I say, hey, is there a spirit or something, I ask a question, and basically I tell them to touch the screen of the phone, and when they do, that will pop up, right? So we're gonna use these and see if they work. We also have a spirit box on the phone as well that we're gonna be using throughout this investigation. I'm so ready to do this. We're waiting for it to get dark, waiting for it to, get creepy.
Go see the light outside. Still, it looks a lot brighter on the camera than it actually is outside.
Outside. Now it's just vlog time. This is basically what we do. We're done telling you stuff. Now we're just gonna experience it. Start this, we're just going to ask a few questions and wait for a response. If you're a spirit, just know that of any kind, you know, we come in peace. Like, we're not wanting to like hurt you. We're not wanting to cause any problems. We simply are just here out of our own curiosity, and you know, we want to make this as comfortable as possible. And if you are here, you can use anything like audio, any kind of voice. You can tap on things, you can move things, and that will help us be able to communicate with you in any way possible. So please feel free to communicate with us in any way you possibly can. If there is someone here with us, could you make a noise?
Are you a woman or a female or a male?
If you are a female, can you tap the wall? If you're a male, can you tap the wall twice?
Did you live on this land?
How old are you? I did see that there was a girl named Emily. Do I have the name right? Is there a girl named Emily here? Were you here with my grandma? Oh, we should probably only talk loud. No whispering.
Yeah, no whisper. Sorry.
No whispering.
Are you part of our family?
If there's anybody here, feel free to make a noise. Whoa, I just got chills.
Could be our grandfather.
Like, it's cold in here, but I just got like major chills just
I
now.
feel like the temperature is cooler for sure. My legs feel cooler all of a sudden. It's a bat.
Oh my god.
It's a bat. It's okay. There's a bat in the house.
Oh shit.
Don't freak out. It's all right. Bats are...
So, do we have like those vampire bats in here?
No.
No. It's not okay when it flies and
Right in your face. Well, okay. What do you want to do, Branden?
Is white light like making it crazy? I think it's blind, isn't it?
They
Like,
can't see very well. I'm not sure what kind of bat it is, but usually the bats are in here just eat insects.
Okay. So there's a lot of those.
There's no vampire bats, and vampire bats eat fruit.
That's so crazy.
Do
bats like bite though?
Rabid bats bite, but they're not that common. They're not as common as people like to say they are. So it's okay.
So, okay, one thing that'll scare me is animals. Like animals that I don't know.
As we had said, we're in the wilderness and bats are super common. They're very, very common.
Now, like if a bat were to bite you, I've heard rabies.
No, you would know if a bat is rabid.
Man, it's crazy. I mean, it went the other way, so obviously.
Yeah, I think it left. I think we may have scared it away.
They're really smart, actually.
Yeah, they're like They're like rats, and rats are smart.
Yeah, there's a reason why they're lab rats. Okay, cool. That like sidetracked me 100%, but maybe.
I wonder if we got it on camera though. I would love to see
that.
the bat.
That was definitely on camera.
That's super cool. Like I hope that you can see it.
Off unless you want to turn your phone on.
Should I turn off my flashlight?
Not your flashlight, but your phone. If
You want me to turn it on?
Yeah.
No problem.
Because I'm going to turn this one off.
Why are you turning that one off?
Because I'm about to use...
Oh, the things, yes. Okay.
Maybe like... I got an idea. Place your phone. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now I've got light.
Okay.
I should be able to see you and me now.
Alright.
So, that is outside. That's crazy.
Yeah, our grandmother's room was back in this corner, but during a storm, a tree fell and busted the whole room out. So that bedroom door leads to outside now. And that's where the bat flew in from.
So, I'm going to place this radar over here. It's going to make some like crazy, like, this is the only background music we're going to hear for like right now. But, we need it so that way we know that we've caught something. Because it'll ding whenever it catches something.
Why is it gotta be so ominous?
Yeah, I like it. And it even has like a little girl's voice on it.
Oh, stop it. Why?
At least we know it's coming from the phone. What the hell? Is that like a bug?
It looks like another moth.
Going into my mom's house. Out of room.
The noise is really ominous.
So I wish I could like film that phone. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the camera. Only cause like it picked something up. Okay, we just got
A ping.
Ping. Where's it at? Where's there should be a dot on it.
Like there?
What?
It's going based on the phone
Yeah.
location.
Where,
And like there.
it was right here?
Uh-huh. It was in that like second circle, like where you were sitting.
That's never went off by the way ever.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay.
Just want to reinstate we're not here with any ill intent of anything. So if there's something here, you know, give us a tap, a noise.
That's going off a lot. Was that in here?
What? What?
Yeah. That's the most activity I've ever seen this thing have.
Huh.
Like it's picking up on something.
It's never pinged before.
It's never pinged before. And now it's pinging 6 times in a row. Like, that's crazy. Oh man, I don't know if I can get this in there. There we go. Alright, so this next little session is actually going to be the touch screen. So, again, we don't get much activity on this app. Like, I've literally had this thing go off one time. So, the touch screen is where they can touch the screen.
And it makes a little fingerprint.
And it makes a fingerprint, so...
I think putting it somewhere a little further where it's more approachable maybe?
I can step away from it.
Yeah, okay. That's good. And we can get more stuff in the shot also.
Yeah. So, if you're in here, all you have to do is touch that device. Just touch it. And it'll let us know that you're here. We haven't even done the spirit box yet.
Yeah. I feel like the spirit box will probably creep me out the most.
All you have to do is put your finger on this device, just like this. And it'll sound off. It'll let us know that you're here.
Well, I'm glad to know that it pings, because that way I can look around.
If you don't want us here, touch the screen of the phone.
Did you just touch the phone?
Thank you for touching the phone. That helps us know that you're here. Yeah, I just got chills. I'm gonna sit right next to you.
Oh, that cold weather is coming back in too, and it's really easy for the cold to come in. Just kind of pan around a little bit.
If you want to communicate, if you don't want to communicate and you want us to leave, you can press the phone. What was the last question I asked whenever I touched the phone the last time?
If you want us to leave. But it took a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right then, I think that it's a good idea for us to go. If you don't want us to be here, it seems that might be the case.
I think that we should do the spirit box.
Are you sure?
How do you feel right now, Kristina?
After two responses to that, or I mean, I'm down if you're down.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea. Because I know our viewers don't want us to just leave.
Yeah.
After it tells us to go.
Well, maybe we can find out why it doesn't want us to be here with the spirit box.
Yeah, that was 2 responses. That's crazy. Did you catch that on film?
I don't remember. I mean, it was recorded.
It sounded off. Oh crap, okay. It just did it again. I've never seen that happen. Like, now we're getting
Yeah.
Oh my god, here. Okay, so it just went off a 3rd time. I think let's do the spirit box.
Yeah. That noise.
The way we're going to communicate this time is through this device in my hand. it's going to pass through different frequencies, and you can use those frequencies to communicate with us. Is that you?
What?
I don't know.
I didn't hear anything. I think you hear an airplane.
So, again, all you have to do is use this device in my hand to communicate. You can talk to us through this device. So, spirit box, here we go. Let's ask a question.
Were you responding to us not wanting to be here?
Are you a... Oh, I don't know. I got like this like crazy feeling.
Do you have anything that you want to say?
It doesn't matter.
Are you angry at us for not leaving?
He just said, please ask me a question. Lady.
Why are you here with us? I heard your name.
They're saying it like over and over again.
What's your relationship with Branden? Mom, is it you? Are you just scared for our safety to be in here?
What's so weird is I was thinking to say my name, and then
It already did it.
Could you say Kristina?
I was there.
Yeah.
Where were you? Is there anybody here named Emily? If so, can you say Emily? Can you say Branden's name again?
Who's that?
Branden is here next to me. He's holding the device that's making noise. Anything you want to say, you can say it.
This is Kristina holding the camera. This is Kristina. Can you say Kristina? Are you the owner of this property?
I think we should ask one more time. Do you want us to leave?
If you could please communicate with us by saying Kristina's name, or tell me what color clothes am I wearing?
Jet black.
Did it really say that?
I heard jet black. You.
Thank you. Bye. Most activity happens either in the doll room, which is back there,
And something was telling me to look over there.
and
That.
we should put the candle on. Okay. Now let's all sit.
Do you just want to be here by yourself? Is there another reason why you wouldn't want us?
It just happened.
Yeah. To your last question.
Just right.
Okay, we're gonna ask you one more time.
Whoa. Was there a bench behind me?
A bench.
Like, was this behind me?
Yeah.
Like,
Not like directly behind you.
I just felt like, I literally just felt like something, like I leaned up against something and then it just moved. And that wasn't there.